Hello out there, everyone. Today we're going to take a look at this classic 1981 release from Walter Hill called Southern Comfort, a movie that hews closely to kind of like a Deliverance style film, although I think it's definitely a little more, there's more to it even than that. Some have said there's a direct allegory or allegorical nature to the story to Vietnam, but I just think it's a terrific film, arguably one of Walter Hill's best. Of course, it stars Powers Booth, Keith Carradine, and even Peter Coyote and Fred Ward, actually. And it's set in the Louisiana swamps, the bayou. And apparently it's basically one weekend where the National Guard of the area went to the swamps to do a exercise, and the thing starts to go sideways with some sort of accidental destruction of property by one of the National Guardsmen to one of the local Cajuns, and before you know it, basically a partition of that group finds itself sort of on the run, lost, and battling with some pretty sinister local Cajuns who, they of course have weapons. The National Guardsmen, they do have their weapons, but they're all laden with blanks. So it really becomes a survival story, and a rather good one at that. Again, the cast is just terrific, and Walter Hill once again shows why he is one of the most, I think, gifted storytellers, especially in this genre. He's done a great job with a number of films, including The Long Riders, The Warriors, Wild Bill. He's again just one of those directors that I think doesn't get the credit rather than he should. This, of course, is the Shout Factory release from, I think, earlier last decade, and there is an interview with Powers Booth, Keith Carradine, Lewis Smith, and director Walter Hill that's pretty interesting, and then there's a theatrical trailer. The AQ and PQ are serviceable. They're definitely better than a DVD or VHS, but you can tell that they didn't go back and do a complete restoration from the original camera negative. It's not like some 4K scrub, but it looks pretty decent, especially in the closer shots. Fine detail is pretty good in faces and shots up close, but I would definitely concede that the overall picture quality could probably be improved. But again, I know this film says a perfect partner to Deliverance, and I think that's a pretty fair statement. I mean, Deliverance is the better of the two films. I would argue Deliverance is one of the top 30 films of all time, but I certainly think this is a very good movie, and one that has some terrific suspense. It earns its feels, let's just put it that way. So I highly recommend it, and I'm sure if you seek it out, this particular release is probably going to be the best one that you can get, at least at this point. So on that note, do take care out there, everyone. Stay safe, be kind, and by all means, keep watching good cinema.